The ecosystem in Vietnam is very young. It's only about 3 years old. And we're just past that first stage of ecosystem activation. We're now going to the second phase of ecosystem development, which is the globalization stage. We have about 3,000 startups in the ecosystem at the moment, and I would say 1/3 of that would be technology companies, and the rest would be more of consumer-based companies.
In Vietnam, we have the total population around 95 million people. 60% is the people who the age is not more than 45. So that means this country first, the scale of the population is very big. It's reflected by the GDP of this country that around 6% up at the past 10 years, right? And there's a lot of the opportunity in terms of the trade channel. Right? Even though right now 80% will be occupied by the traditional trade, but in the next 5 years, the modern trade will come in. The second thing is the digital, right? The software or some of the e-payment, right? Or 4.0 economy. This is the coming trend in Vietnam also, because the new generation now they are interest in this kind of things, right? Yes, for example, like e-commerce business, the e-wallet, some of the IoT things, some of the B2B to C2B, something like that. So the technology, the 4.0, the cloud, the things will be expand a lot in Vietnam.
There are many positive aspects regarding the startup ecosystem in Vietnam. The good news is there are more and more startups getting funding from reputable investors. Last year, we had about 100 startups getting funding from homegrown venture capital companies and also from external venture capital firms. And the number a year earlier was only 50. And the good news is the market size is booming as well. So the total side check of all the VC pouring into startup was 300 million last year. And the year before that was only 200 million. And in the market, there are also many events and activities for startup, like the startup contest, the hackathons, and there are more facilities to support startups like co-working spaces in Vietnam. So there are about 20 co-working spaces in the country right now, and the number keep growing. So that is all the positive aspect regarding the startup ecosystem in Vietnam.
I can tell you some, popular service Vietnamese user right now they most use. Like for the social media, that should be Facebook. So we have like around 55 to 60 million Facebook user. And then for the chat messenger, that is Facebook Messenger and Zalo. The ride sharing, that should be Grab. For the homestay service, that should be Luxstay. And then what else?
For food review, we have Foodie, and for the food delivery service, we have Delivery Now, which is a local
product
company
of food.
I suggest that when entering Vietnam as the new market, first you need to talk with some of people here who knows the culture, who know the market, and how the consumer market is reacting on existing product. And the companies must really care about recruiting the people, recruiting the right people. I advise the startups to always be straightforward and be open-minded with the new people. I think the startups in Vietnam right now, they are facing the first is recruitment thing, how to find the good people, into the companies, and that is quite challenging to find the people who you can trust and who can build a business all together with you.